Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. This is the very first episode of KTL Gamer News. October 2023 is a very spicy month, so the team and I got everything ready as quickly as we could, and we have a lot of news to deliver. There's kick drama, there's esports things going on, there's lots of October game releases, but I figured we would start the day with something a little funny. Alright? So some of y'all may know about the fighting game community, right? Well, there's the Melty Blood community this past weekend, the last weekend of September, at a major tournament in the Philippines, set up a setup in the bathroom. In the bathroom. The dedication these players have. And you know, this is an ongoing thing. Look, there's a crooked screen. There's a Melty Blood tournament going on at Denny's. There's literally a setup between two trash cans. So, if this first story has anything to tell us, it's that gamers are gonna game. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Gamers are definitely gonna game. Yeah. So with that said, we're going to go on ahead and start looking over all of the October releases, okay? There's a lot to talk about. If you're on Twitter at all, everyone's gonna be talking about how stacked of a month it is. So I went on ahead and pulled every major release. We're gonna go through them in chronological order. Yeah. So, starting off with Wargroove 2, this is a game I didn't really hear about. I didn't know much of anything about, and it really impressed me. So, it plays like a Fire Emblem game, right? Except it has level creator. It has a very fleshed out level creator. You know, you can time like all these story sequences. And it has online and local multiplayer. So, I believe it's dropping for $16 on sale or $20 on Switch. But, you know, this was a release that really caught me by surprise. Next up, we have Assassin's Creed Mirage, the next mainline Assassin's Creed game. It's kind of going for a more story-driven sort of story. Yeah, like a less open world, more focused on a linear story. And they picked up beloved actor Lee Majub to play the main character. Yeah, so it takes place in the Middle East, and Lee Majub, he's like super passionate about it, been tweeting about it all month, and it's finally dropping, so it's very cool to see. Next up we have Detective Pikachu Returns. Now, they don't have Ryan Reynolds, but it's pretty neat what they have going on.
Whenever an incident occurs, Tim talks to the people, I talk to the Pokemon, and we work together using our case notebook to deduce what happened. When investigating a scene, we're total pros at finding everything, but even pros.
Yeah, the Pikachu voice, right? So only your character understands Pikachu. And you'll talk to people, and Pikachu will talk to Pokemon, and you'll get answers and figure out things as you go. Pretty neat. So that drops October 6th. The latest in the hockey series, yeah, NHL 24, drops October 10th, and out of the research I did, it's oddly enough, alongside MMA, the only sports title to not be on PC.
Aww.
Yeah, very strange. Even in 2023, they're not having a PC release. But yeah, coming out on all consoles. Hockey fans rejoice. There you go. And we're also getting a big Forza Motorsport on the same day, October 10th. And this is one that caught me off guard. Lords of the Fallen. I didn't really even know about this. It's the second game of the series. The first one had the same name and came out in 2014. Now this one, again, it really caught me by surprise. So, it plays like Dark Souls, yeah? Plays like that. With extremely advanced physics. Extremely. And there was something neat here that I really liked. Usage of this lantern, yeah? To reveal some Grim Reaper looking mofo. And look, you got parries, riposts, just like in Dark Souls. Yeah, it's looking pretty neat. Yeah, it definitely is. And very notably, this game is co-op. This game is 2-player co-op. Drops October 13th, and this definitely looks like a sleeper. It's a AAA game for sure, and it's gonna catch people off guard. So another big release, of course, is Sonic Superstars. And this one, it's looking to adopt a Sonic Mania kind of style, but with 4-player co-op. We're probably going to see a Super Amy for the first time. And there's even some neat things that they're going to do with the aesthetics. They're really going to mix up the levels and everything, yeah? Just the way the characters are digitized, too. This will definitely be, it's the next big 2D Sonic release. It's pretty huge. So, there was another one, Hellboy. This game looks really neat. It's the comic book style of Hellboy. Comic book style. So, it really surprised me. I think anyone that's a fan of this kind of comic booky style would really appreciate this. So October 18th, yeah, that's when it drops. So next up, of course, a big one, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. 4-player co-op, mainline Mario game, dropping October 20th.
And just so you know,
and
if someone is
for the first time ever,
jump on their back and ride them around the course.
We can have a Yoshi riding a Yoshi.
Or if you're an elephant.
Damn! Yeah, pobrecito Yoshi. Pobrecito. So, that'll be dropping October 20th, alongside the new Spider-Man. Yeah, so a lot of people call Spider-Man 1 the best superhero game, and Miles Morales was kind of more seen as like a DLC. It wasn't as long of a game, yeah? So this is more seen as the direct sequel. And a lot of people are looking out for it. Could potentially be a Game of the Year contender in an already extremely stacked year. And there was something neat I found in my travels, in my research. There is a Spider-Man Adidas shoe of Spidey getting absorbed by a symbiote. Definitely limited edition, so Anyone that wants to is able to cop it in time, for sure. Now, next game is Metal Gear Solid 1. Stacked month, guys. This collection of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 coming out on every major console, including PC. It's gonna be a great way to revisit those titles, especially since there's a Snake Eater remake on the way, coming next year. So, another big release, same day as the Metal Gear Solid collection, is City Skylines 2. Now, this game is looking like the definitive way to build and manage a city. You know, with 2023 technology and just how elaborate it looks, it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Very elaborate, very complex. I already know it has a very passionate community on Reddit and everything, so the City Skylines community are definitely gonna rejoice over this one. And Ghost Runner 2 is dropping October 26th. The first one was already a speedrunner's paradise, yeah? And this is looking no different. Now, like, you easily, like, one-shot slice everyone, you wall jump, you speed boost, you do everything. This game is going to be another one to look out for all the speedrunners, for sure. Or heck, even just to watch speedruns of it. Those are bound to be fun to watch as well. Next up, Alan Wake 2. Now, this game is definitely looking like the definitive Halloween game of this season. You know, out of all of the October releases, now there's definitely Resident Evil 4 that came out earlier this year and everything, but if we're talking October releases that embody Halloween, look no further. So, this is Alan Wake 2. Look at the control and... Jesus! Look at those mofos move!
More people turning into Taken.
So, you play as an FBI agent, as well as Alan Wake himself. So, that's definitely going to be a good one to look out for. Definitely eager to see what happens in the game. It's, you know, it's AAA 2023 title. Yet another banger, you know? Yet another banger. And good movement as well. Seems to play like Resident Evil games, but with some good movement options, dashes as well, like with your character too. And that about does it as far as October releases. Yeah, you'll hear everyone talking about how stacked October is. You caught KTL Gamer news and know exactly how stacked it is. Now, there's several games I didn't even mention. There's an MMA game dropping October 27th as well, the latest for the MMA games. But there's a bit more news that I wanted to cover, and of course, in life, not all news is positive, yeah? So, y'all may have heard last week about Epic Games cutting 16% of their staff, about 900 employees. At the time of this reporting, several days ago, they laid off 870 employees, yeah? Well, I've seen on Twitter that there's even some employees saying, hey, they forgot me in the layoffs, and they were laid off the following week. So very unfortunate, Definitely a lot of banter about it on Twitter, and lots of talks from employees that have been laid off themselves. And there was something very notable that I wanted to share with everyone. Right here, now, Epic Games is on its way to transforming from a game developer, engine creator, and publisher into a platform, Epic 5.0. And this employee that was laid off is laying out that they're working more towards that. And hearing a talk earlier from the CEO Tom Sweeney, they're leaning into making Fortnite and Epic Games a more social platform. You'll hear the buzzword metaverse everywhere. Now, one thing that I can say is a net positive for gamers is it is looking like they're leaning into Epic Games Launcher as a platform to buy and download games, which has already included lots of free games. For anyone in the know, every 2 weeks or so, they got new free games. I've gotten Tomb Raider. There's been countless good games listed for free. And as they continue on and have deals and grow as a platform, you know who's gonna win between Epic Games and Steam? Gamers are gonna win. When there's competition, the consumer wins, my dudes.
Yes, sir.
So, of course, very unfortunate about the layoffs, but it seems like they're slimming down and investing into being a platform and investing in profitability. So Epic Games being a bona fide competitor to Steam, it is a silver lining that we can draw out of that, at the least. And unfortunately, there's some more news, guys. Here's a segment we all call latest in live streaming. So I wish I had more positive news to report on, man, but there was this very sus instance on Kick, right? About a week and a half ago, at the time of this reporting. All kinds of live streamers have blown up from having really sus things happen on their stream, especially out in public. And unfortunately, it just draws viewers. It's like the worst of human nature. The worst of human nature. We get sucked to it, and it unfortunately gets a lot of viewership. So there's this whole instance that happened with a viewer pulled off the street and a sex worker, getting sussed out and leaving. And there's countless banter on it. The short of it is, it's very sus, it's the worst of what these IRL streamers are doing, the very worst. And Kick made this statement a few days after, and at the time of this reporting, it's been over a week and they haven't had a single update since this. Now, this was even a very hey, we're looking into it, we're going to make an update, and there's still nothing. There's still nothing a whole 10 days later, and they really got to step up. They've been losing a lot of what little good faith they had between the Kick streamers and Kick community. They really got to respond to this as soon as possible. I personally used to multi-stream onto Kick, and I'm not going to do it until they address this and until they have more stringent guidelines on what IRL streamers do. Maybe even until they punish Ice Poseidon. He has yet to be banned, even temp banned for this, and it's just a very screwy situation. And yeah, everyone, that was the news. Yeah, that was our very first episode. So thank you everyone for tuning in. This is everyone that was here live. Zebro, Leche, Radicale, Lynx, Snefton. Feel free to comment below any games that I missed that you might want us to look into next week. We are literally going to be doing this every single week. We live stream it every Tuesday night, and we'll be uploading it onto YouTube every Wednesday. So, yeah, that's the news. Thanks for watching. Until next time.